Hello and welcome to another quick episode of some players that I recommend you have a look at and possibly sign for your teams in the near future. So first one we are going to look at is Alex Koto Hiro Pisano. He's a young Japanese 19-year-old. He's already got one cap for Japan and he is currently worth £1.9 million. So 19 years old, if you look at his stats here, very, very good already. Aerial reach 14, command area 11, good communication skills. His passing still pretty decent, which you'd probably improve on. Well, quite massively will improve on, I would say. He's got very good concentration at 19, composure's 11, good aggression and anticipation and bravery, which is always important for a goalkeeper. Positioning is pretty good. His agility is good, very good jump and reach, and strength and stamina is very, very good. He's right-footed, and he is even more so a bonus 6 foot tall. So for a goalkeeper to be 6 foot tall, with have these stats already in game at 19 years old, and the current price of £1.9 million, you could possibly pay up to £6 or £7 million for him, I would say. But he's already got a cap for Japan. Don't sleep on this goalkeeper. He looks to be a really top talent in game and one I would recommend signing as soon as possible. So next one we come to is Ivan Roman. He is a 19-year-old Chilean defender. Again, he's got one cap for Chile. He's predominantly a ball-playing central defender, but he can play right back, he can play CDM, and he's probably not as good centre midfield, but he can certainly play centre half or central defensive midfield player pretty comfortably. He's 6 foot tall. He's got a very strong right foot. He is only 19, like I say, and the price of £9.4 million. Technique could be improved, but he is only 19, so I'm sure with game time he will improve on the technique and a little bit of training on the field. Tackling, passing, marking, heading, and all first touch is decent enough for a 19-year-old. Good aggression, anticipation, bravery could be higher, but composure, concentration, determination, leadership, positioning, teamwork, and work rate, all high attributes, good mental attributes for a 19-year-old, which I'm pretty sure you will be able to improve on again if you sign him and play him. Next again, central defender we are having a look at is Filippo Terracciano. He is currently on loan from AC Milan. He is currently worth £8.4 million, 24.5k. He's on a week, 22 years old, so already an established player. 6'1", can play right back, centre back, right wing back. He's also accomplished at left back, but his main preferred position is central defender or right back. He can play naturally there pretty comfortably. Again, 6'1", very strong right foot. He likes to cross the ball early, so if you do play him right back, then you'll be able to whip that ball in early. And his crossing stats is good already as well. 13 with 12 dribbling, good technique, tackling, passing, and heading as well, with again 11 of first touch. His mental attributes, again, he's only 22, he could still massively improve. Good work rate, teamwork is good, positioning off the ball, determination, and good concentration as well. His physical attributes as well are very, very well rounded. So again, one that I would have a look at, and you can get him for a reasonable price in game. Next again, we're looking at, and it's another one from Milan, Belgian international with one cap. He is 23 years old. Again, he can play as an inside fullback, but again, his best position is a ball-playing centre half. He can also play overlapping centre half as well. I really like this guy because only £11 million. He's 6'3", and as you can see, acceleration's 13, pace is 14, natural fitness 16, good strength and stamina. So his physicals are all solid. Mental-wise, aggression, he could be better, and off the ball could be better, but the rest is all very, very good and very, very well-rounded. And then his technical ability, 11 technique, 14 tackling, marking 15, good heading ability at 15, first touch is 12 with dribbling and crossing. If you need him to fill in at right back, you can do that. With potential, I would say, to push him up into defensive midfield or even push him into the midfield area, as he has got abilities to do that. His flair is actually not too bad as well. Good decision making with that mental attributes, with composure and concentration. So this player, I would say, Connie De Vinta, is somebody you should really be looking at for your saves. So next again one is one from New York. He's an American. He's currently worth £3.4 million. He's 17 years old, and you might be saying, "Oh, he's only 5'3", central midfield player, and his stats are not that good." And you'd be right, but he's 17. I've had him in my save for Dagenham and Redbridge. If you want to check that out, you'll see his stats, how much he improves, and I think it was only 24 when I signed him. So you could sign him, bring him in, loan him out, because he has got that potential to be a really, really good player in game. At 17 years old, he has played 5 times for the senior team already, but in total 67 times already. Technique, good. At 12, his passing's 11, his first touch is 11, he's got decent enough dribbling skills. He does run often with the ball. Work rate's good. Flair is pretty decent, but his stats completely improve as he goes on. And he is only 17, so there's so much room for improvement for Maximo Carrizo. Moving into the striker stroke winger now with Mohamed Bamba from Lorient, currently £4.3 million. He is predominantly a striker, but you could quite easily train him to be a winger on the left or on the right. As you can see, at 23 years old, he's got a left foot which is fairly strong, and a right foot is very strong. And with his physical attributes and his height, he would be very good to play on either wing. But as a striker, he's got great acceleration, he's got good pace, good strength and stamina, very good physical attributes. His mental attributes also are very, very good. Aggression 13, bravery, good work rate for up top. His off the ball movement is very, very good. Positioning could be worked on, but off the ball is very, very good. So he's going to get into those positions and move around, but it's just where he's going to be at the end of that. So yeah, good composure, good enough finishing. As you can see with his stats, when he does play games, he does score goals. He's been at Lorient for this will be his 3rd season after a £4.2 million move. He scored 8 in 16 and then 3 in 18 in his 2nd season. So he will score goals, 48 goals in 149 games. Give Mohamed Bamba a look, and the price is pretty decent. Next one on the list, I'm sure some people will already know about this. I've had him in one of my saves, and he's been an absolute tremendous goal scorer for me. Karim Konate from Salzburg, £21 million currently, and he is injured. He's got torn ACL, so 46 months he's going to be out for in game. So you might pick him up towards the end of next season or in January, possibly for a little bit cheaper. But if you look at his stats for a striker, he is only 5'10". However, he's got exceptional acceleration and pace, and he is pretty strong with his good stamina there also. Work rate is good for his mentals. Off the ball again, very, very good. Determination 17. Composure and decisions, I'm sure, could be better, but he is only 21, and I'm sure he will improve quite comfortably with that. Bravery is good, and aggression is very, very good. Then we get to his technicals. dribbling 14, he's finishing 16, first touch is 12, with some good technique thrown into the bargain. He's already a established Ivory Coast international with 18 caps with 2 goals. And as you can see, when he plays, he does tend to score goals. 62 goals in 103 games across his career so far. Obviously, he's injured at the moment for 3 to 6 months. But Karim Konate, as I'm sure you'll be aware, is one to keep a look at for your saves. Next, a game one for me. He's 21 years old again. Price is currently saying £35 million, but I do not think you would pay £35 million for him. I think you would get him a little bit cheaper. He is currently away on loan to Mallorca, and Mateo Joseph is one again to keep an eye on. If you look at his physicals, his strength is a very good attribute. Good stamina, pace, his fitness is good, jump and reach, balance, agility and acceleration, all very, very good. Then you look at his mental attributes. Off the ball again, 14, work rates 13, good flair, determination and decisions. Composure's double figures, which is good, and bravery, anticipation and aggression, again, all good for mental attributes. And then your technicals, good technique at 13, passing could be improved, but I'm sure you could work on that, and within a couple of seasons his passing would be well up. Heading for a 5'11", good at 14 to match his jumping. First touch at 13, finishing and dribbling also pretty good. An all-rounder of a decent enough player. So keep an eye on him. He's at Leeds, but he's on loan at Mallorca. So have a look at it and see what you think over the course of the season. Again, he's not played too many games. 62 games overall for Leeds. He scored 4 times, but he's one I would keep an eye on. As the seasons progress, you can maybe pick up a little bargain. Next again one on the list is Ryan Francesco. Brazilian, one who's not got any Brazilian caps at the moment. As you can see, he's a hot prospect, and he is injured, but he's 18 years old currently. He is injured. Again, another one with an ACL, which possibly looks like he's going to be out for a year. Left-footed, but his attributes are all very, very good for an 18-year-old, and I think after his year-long absence from his ACL, he could come back and really you could get him for a bargain fee. Keep an eye on him, see what he does. But for a striker, a poacher, he's had 9 appearances in his career and he's had 2 goals so far. Like I say, he is only 18. He's got a long, long career ahead of him and he could really go for it. His acceleration is decent, pace is decent. His strength, again, once he starts playing, you can really focus in on that. Off the ball movement is very, very good. Good enough flair, decisions, concentration, and most importantly, composure for a striker is very, very important, and a good anticipation. Decent enough technique, passings at 11, headings at 12, with a first touch at 12 and a good finishing to match his composure at 14 of finishing, 13 of composure, and dribbling 12. Ryan Francesco, again, disappointed that he's injured at the moment, so keep an eye out, put him in your short list, keep scouting him, and you will have a bargain on your hands by the time he is 22 or 23. He will be banging in the goals for you. Next one on the cards is a little bit more pricier at £24 million from Shakhtar Donetsk. Aguinaldo, 20 years old. He can play left, he can play right, he can play up front as well. 5'9", left foot's reasonable, right foot very, very strong. He again is currently injured. He's going to be out with a hip injury for 6 to 8 months. But again, one that really have a look at. He's one you could sign in your team and really will fly for you. Very creative and does score the odd goal for a winger as well. So winger-wise, acceleration is good at 15, good agility, balance, jumping reach. His pace is good as well and his stamina. His work rate's at 12. Good teamwork again for a winger. Off the ball's 12. Flair 15. Determination 12. Good decision making. Composure again, good for a winger. Where you add in the composure and decision making, as that goes hand in hand for a winger to make those, to know when to pass or to shoot. The anticipation's good, good bravery and good aggression. Then you've got the technique, passing, heading, first touch, finishing, dribbling and crossing are all at a good standard for the player. So after 6 to 8 months, you're probably looking at a reduced fee, I would say, again, for him. But he's been at Shakhtar for a few seasons now. And again, Shakhtar's always got a good conveyor belt of Brazilians coming through the system. So he's one again, 20 years old, I would really have a look at. And another one I would have a look at for winger would be Strasbourg player Sebastian Nanasi. He's a Swedish international with 3 goals and 8 caps. He can play, as you can see, right, left, attacking midfield. He's accomplished. He can play competently up front as a false 9. You can see quite clearly with his career stats, he scores goals for an attacking midfield player. Not long moved to Strasbourg and he scored 6 in 31 from Malmo. But you can see he has scored 36 goals in 132 games. And players like that from midfield scoring goals are usually few and far between. He can also play accomplished in the central midfield, which is probably where I would play him and arrive late into the box. So, 23 years old, £3.7 million. He is a Swedish international, and you can see with his career, he does score goals. Somebody you could really have a look at and get into your team and really improve. So, technique-wise, 14, very, very good. 14 passing, long shot again, 12 is quite reasonable. First touch is 14, finishing is 12, dribbling 14, and crossing is also 14. Very well-rounded technical footballer, Sebastian Nanasi. Mental attributes could be a wee bit higher on the aggression, the leadership and position in front, but everything else is very, very good. Decent enough work rate for an attacking midfielder stroke winger. Vision is good at 14. Good teamwork. Off the ball is good at 14. Flair, determination, decisions, concentration, composure, all 14. A very, very well-rounded midfield player. With some decent bravery and anticipation thrown into the mix as well. And physical-wise, he's not slow. He's not going to burst away for you, but he's not slow. Acceleration of 12, pace of 12, good stamina, good balance, and his natural fitness is also 12. Strength again could be improved. So Sebastian Nanasi, I would really recommend having a look at and potentially signing him for any of your teams really. I mean, even in a big team, getting him for that fee, bringing him in, playing him, he'll do the business for you. No problem at all. And as I said, he scores goals. And I'm sure if the assists column was live, I'm sure Nanasi would also show that he's good at giving assists, going with his passing technique, his passing, his stats, his vision, his flair, and his decision making. I'm sure he will be an assist machine also. So Sebastian Nanasi from Strasbourg, £3.7 million, Swedish international, goal scoring winger, attacking midfielder, can play anywhere really in the midfield area. Have a look at him. Another one you could possibly look at from Brentford, he's on loan to Celtic, is Benjamin Arthur, 19-year-old English defender. Currently saying he's worth £24 million. He's 6'4", very strong, right-footed, and as you can see, I think he's just going to be one that's just going to improve and improve and improve. Technique is 12, decent enough tackling, passing is decent again, marking's 11, could improve on that. Heading's 13, and a no bad first touch, to be fair. Then you've got some good positioning, teamwork, determination, all mental attributes very, very good. And physical attributes, again, very, very good. Again, he's not absolutely massively quick, but he's not slow either. So Benjamin Arthur, he's not played many games. In fact, he's not played a senior game as of yet. But I would have a look at him, leave him on the season even at the hoops, and then take him from there in the next again year to see how he performs. And last but not least, another one from Celtic in game. He's a very, very, very good player, Cameron Carter-Vickers. He's solid. He consistently gets high ratings, and as you can see, he's got some good stats. 6 foot tall, great strength, decent enough again pace, natural fitness is 14. He's got good determination, great bravery, positioning's good, his work rate's good, decent enough technique, his tackling, passing, marking, heading. His heading at 16 is better at 6 foot than some really tall players in game. And as you can see with some of the teams that are looking at him, Forest, Wolves, he's went to a West Ham in previous saves. So £15 million, I would recommend you have a look at Cameron Carter-Vickers as well. And just finally, before we finish up on this quick guide of a few players to have a look at, both reasonably expensive, not too bad, cheap-wise, we've got Matteo Prati from Torino. He's currently on loan at Calgary. He's a 21-year-old Italian midfielder. Currently said he's worth £13 million. He's a defensive midfielder, but can also play as a central midfield player further up. And he could probably be trained to be a central defender as well. Matteo Prati, very good stats for a 21-year-old Italian. He's 6 foot, right-footed. He arrives late into the opponent's area, so could be somebody to pull in late into the box to have a go on goal. And as you can see, physical stats wise, very, very good. Stamina, strength, pace, natural fitness, all 12 and above. His mental attributes, again, very, very good. Flair and leadership wise, could be better. I'm sure you could possibly train his flair to be a wee bit better. But everything else is good. 11 for aggression, anticipation 15, bravery is good, composure is good, concentration is also good. And his positioning, teamwork and work rate with vision is very good as well. It ties in nicely with his technical passing. So technique wise, he's 14, good tackling, long shots, heading and first touch, all 13. Finishing, again, arrives late into the opponent's area. I think you could focus in on his finishing and he would really score a few goals from midfield. And his dribbling and crossing is also pretty decent. So with that in mind, Matteo Prati, £13 million. He is only 21 years old. He's currently on loan to Torino from Calgary. One to have a look at as well. You can let me know in the comments if you have used some of these players before, or if you've not used them and then you use them for the first time, let me know how you get on with them, because there is some good players in there. Frustratingly, some of them are injured and you might not be able to use them for a season or so, but you can still let me know how you get on. So I'll probably come back with another video of these, some more good players as we go along, but as always, thanks for tuning in and we will see you in the next episode.